Hello and welcome back to Sumerians. In our last episode, we continued our progress through this town after making up a little bit of loss from the crash that we had the episode before, and we're going to continue our progress again today. We are working on unlocking trade routes for Indus Valley, which I think is in our queue already. Indus Valley is way over here, but it is in our queue because that gets us the sesame oil. We should have already unlocked some of the other things we need, so we can take care of that. Bronze weapons we've got going. But I was talking about maybe adding in more of these these ports, so we can set up more trade routes, since each port apparently must have its own, only one trade route. So we could do some of that, maybe down here. Well, that's quite far from the city. I don't know that I like that idea very much. But even so, yeah, because they're going to want to get access to the items. I could put them down here, but then they're going to be far away as well. We could potentially do away with some of the fields here along the coastline and some of these fishing, but then we have the problem with they're complaining about fishing, so that's not always ideal either. And so I'm not sure what else to do for the coastline, because that's an issue either way. And let's see, so we could do that, of course. We also need to keep expanding everything. Security is still showing yellow on occasion, but then it jumps back up to green. I guess it's, well, then it jumps back up to perfect. I guess it's working, but it's a little bit wonky. Man, I wish, well, this is done now, so let's go back, and that was just a trade route for copper. So now that we have copper, we should be making bronze weapons. We need tin, so let's bring in some tin then. I guess we could just keep toggling this back and forth, right? Give me, I don't know, some tin. And let's give them, as always, some pottery. And maybe some fabrics. Not a whole lot, not that much. Maybe about that many. About half. Give them some cured meat, too, about half. I don't know why that scroll bar is at about half, but it's way more like a quarter there. But that'll be okay. Wait a minute, why we shouldn't buy that? Nope. We should be selling pottery, if anything. Okay. We'll sell a little bit of grain, but I don't want to sell too much grain because we're going to end up with not enough grain. They did get most of the fields planted this time, though, so that's kind of good. So we still have people coming in. We have plenty of jobs available, so we probably don't want to set up too much more business. We're going to need the final temple pretty soon, because this was the big temple. Wait, is that all we had? No, we have the ziggurat yet. It needs high walls, which we were working on. We could potentially, so here's crazy idea time, we could potentially do away with one of these wait, there's the other temple. Where's the other temple at? And put the ziggurat in here and move these two out of here and put them elsewhere. That might be the better idea, especially if we start working on this one. That might be the best idea. So we have high walls. We need to get to construction plans in the technology, which is over here, number 9 on our list. But we'll get there eventually, so I can't do anything with that yet. But maybe that's what we should do. Let's put the ziggurat here in the high walls and then go from there. We do need to, speaking of high walls, upgrade these as well. So we could do that as well. Let's see about doing that, actually. Let's do the selecty tool here thing. And just do the front wall here. Upgrade. Let them work on that. And then we'll do another wall and another wall. As opposed to doing 3 or 4 walls all at once and overwhelming the system. It looks like everybody's kind of happy, other than religion. And is really, do I have? Well, we could boost more workers. Do we have this yet? No. Do we have that? No. Do we have that? No. We could give them beer. We could always give them beer. We give them fabrics or meat too to make them work better. But yeah. Do we have these ones? No, they need fabrics as well. So we should probably try to not give away too many of the fabrics. We are making that here. We could probably do another one of these, given how much linen we have. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Fabrics dye. There we are. Oh, and this and that. Do this the same direction, maybe? Although I can't really... that the way that it goes? I don't know. Let's do that and do this. Right up against, almost. I jumped. That's close enough. Put that in there. We'll get another one of those going. I think it defaults to fabrics, but we'll have to double check once it gets built. I should have done that before I did the walls. That's right, we should have enough bricks in storage that we can get by. Especially with 2 brick makers. 2 brick makers. Can't click on that one. Too shallow of an angle. That's okay. So, is food in... Oh, look at all the people coming in now. Because the religion went up. Yes. When religion goes up, people come in. Alright. In that case, we should have this all staged out. We do. We could put some more housing in to make sure we can accommodate all the people who want to come in here. We'll also want to put some workshops and things in. How are we doing? Oh, those are all empty. Maybe just some markets then. Since those are all empty. Let's do this. Nope. I zigged when I should have zagged. Three by 4. And then maybe a row of markets along the outside of the temple here. That'd be good. It's just what you want, is money changers. There. I guess I will stop at 6. Yeah, I'll stop at 6. It's fine. Those also weren't quite in line, but it's also fine. Can I get one more in here? Not without moving that well, but I think it's a well enough idea to move the well. And then water, well, there. That'll require stones to, or bricks to rebuild, but hey, this wall's just about done. That got done. Fabrics, good. So bring in the linen cloth you just did. Linen fabric, rather. Linen, yeah, linen. From here. Yeah, they're crapping that out. We talked about maybe switching the flax to smaller field segments. Maybe that's a good idea. Do this one as flax, and this one as flax. And do this one as barley. Does that mean that because they're already seeding it when I switched it, that it automatically magically switches to barley? We'll have to see how that works when we get there. Same with those, perhaps, too. But I think switching to the smaller field blocks would be better, because this is only worth about less than 600, and this is worth... Actually, no. Oh, maybe flax is not as dense, because those should be worth 900. But only produce maybe the capacity of like 300 flax. Maybe. So these will produce less. Like a third of what these say. So maybe 200 together. But that's better than getting 300 of that every time. So, because we definitely have more flax than we need. Even with this, I think we still do. But we can always switch another one of these other small fields around too. It doesn't really matter. Well, nobody's moved into any more houses yet, but that's okay. And demand is basically 0, so that's really... Well, their fields and fishing just shot up for some reason that I can't really explain, especially because we have fields here. But again, that could be just because they're too far from the housing. I probably shouldn't have done 3 full blocks of housing here, in retrospect. But then again, if that's the case, these city blocks are too big, if that's the case. So maybe we need to shrink those down some in a future design. Or, like I said, don't have them be connected and have one of the blocks end about right here and go about this far, and then have a canal in between and do farming on both sides like we're doing here, but smaller. That could work too. Alright, we're still getting lots of people coming, so that's good. We broke 4,000, which means we might have issues with food again soon. So maybe we want to do some additional food work. The issue's going to be... I should probably put a gate right here. Is that we're going to eventually be too far away from the granary. Let's put a gate in right there too. Just for, because I'll put a granary there when we actually get one built. We could put some more food in down here. Let's see what we might be able to, how we might be able to make it fit. If I did... from here, what does 10 look like? I would rather not do that. I could potentially start like with this one, and then do a smaller field over there on the side, maybe. Yeah. In that case, though, I might... No, I didn't. I don't. Or maybe I... Think before you speak, Wally. Or maybe I turn this... Maybe? I'm just going to do it like this. And then do... like this. And then I'll do over here. Like that. And if I do this carefully, I can get the extra bit in there. Nice. And then I want to do a farm or a field right here. All those people wandering around there. Maybe I just do 9 for that then? Yeah, let's just do 9 for that. Then we do a farm building. Here. No, I should put it down here. I should put the transport in first. Because of the size of it. If it'll fit in there nicely. And then do the farm building. If it'll fit, it will not fit. Crap. In that case, let's remove that. Let's put the farm building up there. Shrink its range down once it's built. That'll get built. They're both in range of this easily. We might need might need to switch around one of these transport buildings to accommodate. Yeah, we'll need to accommodate the bricks there. So let's maybe do this one. Allow them to bring construction materials in for a little while to help out with the building down here. I could build another transporter, but I'd rather just do it this way, I think. And then we can get back to the fields. We can go in here. Try and squeeze this back in here now. Hopefully it works. To there. And then put a skinny little one in here. Put what we can in over here. Not gonna work well. Yeah, it's not going to fit well because of the coastline. Screw it then. Maybe down here then. Just put one in and call it a day. No and no. So I could get that in, but I think I'll just do 6 like this. And then we'll just fit whatever fisheries we can fit in here as well. So you're good now. That means that you can no longer need to take construction materials. This one can be everything but only grain. You can have more workers, but we can shrink the size down to that or so. And then this one here can Also have more carts, but we can shrink the size of it down just so that it barely encompasses that that granary. And that'll be fine, I think, for a while. Let's see about getting some fishing in here. I think I'll just do them squared off like this, one at a time. Like that, and like this, if I can, yep, there we go. That'll work. Rather than trying to make them aligned with the coastline, I think that squaring them off with the square buildings around them is best, or square field shapes around them is best. Okay. No, they're filling in the housing now. That's good. They need security and health. We have doctors here, but their range isn't big enough. We could add more doctors to it, which increases the range for those, and also probably ply them with alcohol to make them work better. Wool is still a problem, and is it because of... It's because of sheep now. So we need to put in some more sheep, which we can do over here on this side of the river, I think. Here, livestock pens... And let's do it right as close as we can get to the wall and to those fields, just like we did on the other side. Let's go big or go home here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 by 6 sounds good. And we'll make that into a sheep pen. And that way we can bring in the wool and make more bandages for the doctors. They're eventually going to need the sesame oil, which is what we're researching, and then linen. So we may have to switch over some more of these fields to linen at some point, but this will work for now. And they'll still use, I think, at least the wool. I think they'll use the wool. If not, we can replace the sheep pens with flax farms, I guess. And we want sheep. And keep 2, buy 2 to start with. It don't cost very much in the way of grain, and they will just fill those up. And that'll be 54 plus the 18 we already have. So it's at 72 sheeps. And we are at least shipping out all the meat. Taking a little while to cure it, but we're shipping it all out. And all the wool, and it's taking us a little bit to manage that as well. And then also the hides. I forgot that they also produce hides in addition to the cows, so that'll also help with the leather production here at the tanneries. Not a bad deal either. Once they get filled up, once they get at least some extras, which they do have. You know, we should probably make this 4 breeders. We did extra breeders somewhere here. Yeah, 4 here, so, and 4 there, so with the cows, so I think having 4, especially with this large sheep farm, would be a good idea. It wouldn't hurt, anyway, but they're there, they're breeding already. We could ply them with beer if we decided we needed to. I don't think we need to. It's going to be a little while before we have that trade route done. Anything else that we can kind of do until that point? Oh, trading for the weapons. Yeah, you used all the metals. Let's bring in some more tin then, and pottery out. Some maybe no, don't send any fabrics out because we need that. You could have some cured meat, but not a lot, and the rest will be grain, I guess. And then once that's done, we'll switch over to copper again, so we can make some more weapons. Did I say tools again? Maybe. We'll make some more weapons, and that'll make the security situation a little bit better again. Wanted to make sure I set these all to high and that they have all the maximum number of workers. We might need to make some more ale. We might need to make some more pottery, too. We have clay coming in here, but we might need to make some more clay. Maybe we should just do that whole industry. What's our people look like? Not a horribly high number of jobs available. So we could double our ale industry here. Let's put another one of these in, maybe right in there, and then put another one of each of these in, pottery workshop and brewery. Now we'll just do this. Like that. Give them a little bit of a driveway there. And then we'll put this one in next to it, as per usual. Let those get built. And then we can probably do... yeah, these thick bricks. Then we can probably do another wall, since this wall is long since done. And I'm just now realizing that I didn't do another one. And it's okay to have selected some of the existing wall that was already high wall, because it will just get ignored in this part here. No big deal. Why are they going... weird. Weird that they're not going just through the gate. That's what the gates are for. I don't know. Weird. Maybe I built too close to the wall and they can't get... well, they're getting through there because they're literally walking across the front of it, so that's not the problem. I don't know. I don't know. How goes the sheep? There they go. Alright, so that should help quite a bit, I would think. Since we basically just, what, quadrupled our sheep count? The only issue now could be that we don't have enough salt to process all the leather into, all the hides into leather and all the meat into cured meat. We might need another salt thingy, which we put the extra workers in those already. We could ply them with beer also, I suppose. And we might need more salt. I could put another salt thingy into 80% boost though. That's something to shake a stick at. So we can do that first. Let's see what happens. We just doubled our brewery or brewing industry, so that's fine, I guess. As soon as this is done, we can switch that back to copper, and then make some more weapons, not tools. Random person coming in across from there. What are the costs of the temples? Temples. There they are. 20 mud. 120. Yeah, I definitely don't want to move this one, because it requires the cedar logs. I don't really feel like importing those, except maybe to pay for this, if we decide to pay for that. Let's do that, though. And I see that they are having a problem fulfilling the beer orders. Should we increase the number of workers at these places? Possibly. What does our worker situation look like? We could probably handle that. Let's double also the workers at each one of these buildings, or each one of these, buildings, for this whole industry. Which is going to add a bunch of jobs, but it's kind of okay. Just crank out more beer, crank out more pottery. As long as we don't overtax our grain supply here. That would not be good. There we are. Oh, maybe that's why they can't get through there, because of this. Maybe I just built this a little bit too close. Maybe there's just not enough room there with the gate, with the sticky outy parts of the gate here. Because if I do that, are they not able to get through here then? Well, they're going around it. That could be. I didn't think about that being a problem, but that could be. We might have finished our trade. We did. Basically did. There's still... no, there's not. They're done. So let's go back to copper trade then. Here. And give me 100 and something copper. I'll send you some pottery. Lots of pottery. And lots of flax. We still have lots of flax. Maybe some of these bricks, too, since we have all these inexplicable bricks that aren't anywhere in storage. I think that'll do. Can't afford that yet. Where are we at with those? 127. How are we doing on wool? Not much. Not much. And where are we at with our trades? Still working on the Egypt trade. Oh, we should upgrade these scribes too. Yeah, let's do that. Upgrade all blocks of this building. Go. It's going to take a bunch of bricks, 360 bricks, but these are probably not getting used. Well, I guess they are getting used because they're getting pulled by this transporter to deposit them in maybe into that builder. And then they're going out from there. That wall's done though, so we have the bricks. They can probably get a hold of these ones too for those jobs. And they're already going in. Good. Excellent. That's what I'd like to see. Work going on. Still haven't fulfilled all of those yet. Interesting. We have plenty of cows, but we're working on the oxen. Oh, keep it max. That doggone keep it max thing. It kills me every time. Keep 2 of these for breeding. Thank you. Keep 2 of these for breeding. Thank you. We're keeping 2 of those. We're keeping 4 of those. That is so weird. But that explains it. So I don't really know how I want to fix this. Maybe after that copper comes in and we make... We burn through all the tin that's here and make all the bronze weapons. Maybe I could just destroy this building and move it up a little bit and then destroy this granary and move it up a little bit. We could do that. What does that icon do? Building at full capacity. Oh, because yeah, it's full, that's why. Okay, interesting. I never saw that icon there before. Wait, I'm not dyeing wool? I thought one of these was dyeing wool. Maybe I'm not dyeing wool because I need the fabric more. Because I don't have enough surplus wool because I'm using it for bandages. That could be. So once we switch to linen bandages, it'll be better in a way. Maybe I'll do one of these with the wool bandages and one with the linen bandages, because we have 2 of them. So we're still using the wool, but we can also use the linen as well, because we have one of them cranking out a crap ton of linen. There are no available jobs. We have a few jobless people. Do we need anything? Demand-wise, they're looking for markets. Did I still have space here for more markets? Because we could fill some of those in. I do have. Let's put some of those in here. Why not? I don't like that position. There. There you go. Good job. And they basically filled those in immediately. Maybe we do some more over here then, too? We could do that. I'm going to kind of use the ones above as a guide because we should be able to fit... It is so close. Well, we're just going to have to make it work. Because I would like to do 2 rows here. So we'll do that, see what happens later. If we even end up using this space later. We may not. How goes it? 30 more. You are bringing in, let's bring in 15 here-ish. Balance it out a little bit. See if we can get this down to nearly even. They just shipped over what was in the building, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Let's get a few more of those in, and that should do us. I hope. We'll try this. We'll see if this experiment works or not. In that case, let's empty this. Maybe I should have built a temporary granary. I don't know. I don't know how that works either. We're importing 7, but we have some in the city, so it might not be quite right. Step that down just a little bit. See how that balances? One or two, either way, I'm probably going to be okay with, but I don't really want you bringing in grain, though. Don't really need it. That's fine. Right there. 3 more. That might just work. Because it says we have 1 in the city, so that's 4. We just went to 0 there. 0 that out. 0 that out. We'll see if you get those last 2 delivered there. Maybe. Might have bought 1 or 2 too many copper. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully the 3 here, 0 there means they're transporting those last 3 over here. But that's done. So let me try to jump this gun a little bit if I can before they get there with it. And maybe I will keep myself from having to scream too loudly. Let's do a building and a weapon thingy. Shift it up here somewhere. It doesn't need to be super close. Let's just go up there. Let them build it. In the meantime, we can have some more copper coming in. Maybe another 120 or so. Send out a bunch of that. Send out a bunch of that. Send out some of these. And then the rest in grain. Because they won't deliver it anywhere except for storage because we don't have a metallurgy. That's at least my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Eventually they'll eat through this grain. And then that won't be a problem. I'm not going to move it that far up. I probably could have gotten away with just like right there for the metallurgy. Let's do bronze weapons. And then they can deliver the copper here, and then once the trade is done, we'll switch over to the tin trade. That's close enough. I'm not going to worry about 100 or 50. Or whatever. So we'll delete that, and then we can do granary here. And I'm just going to put it like... Can I hook it like right under that wall segment, or the wall turret done? Sure. Let's get that done. And now we have available jobs again. Okay. We're still working on that Egypt trade route. Did you guys... You did upgrade. Excellent. Let's go blue again. And let's go with this one having the door. And then these ones not having doors. And all blocks in the building should be blue. Oops, there we go. I like the little roof thingies too. I didn't put those on this one though. Also, that one didn't have one of the fancy segments. Sad. There we go. That's done. I could actually build more of those. Maybe I should. Because that'll just get our research done faster. But we could also do this. And that'll get our research done even faster. That one's maxed out already. If I did that... If I built these... like that. Make it a 3x3 building here instead of a 2x2. Do still have a few bronze weapons left. How's leather doing? Oh, food's a little bit of a problem though. A few leather. Plenty of salt. Plenty of hides. It's just a processing issue now, so maybe we need a third one of those. But it is harvest time, so that's okay. The food got into the red. The red being the caution because it was less than a 1 point whatever per person. Good. Now they're still bringing it in from up there, but that might be these folks coming in from up there. Are these ones... I didn't catch them soon enough. Coming across... here to get in there now. So watch what the parade looks like. Do we have... almost have all of our carts now. Okay. Let's watch this group of ox carts. They went that way. Now they're going that way. Why are they going that way to come into here? They still don't like this gate. Why not? Curious. Also, that actually wasn't straight. Oops. I'm off by like one rotational tick, apparently, from the walls. Oh well. Whatever the number of degrees or radians is, I don't know, but... There they go. Are you still in range for this one, and that one, and this one? Yep. And that one, yep. That's good. Then we'll get our oxen saved up again. And we'll be good to go. Trade is effectively done. But not totally done. This might be the last trade boat right here, though. Or is that... this... You're heading there. Oh... These are the trade boats for the port. This is the fish market. There we go. Okay, 0 those down. And let's do this. And then let's do this. And bring me 120 of that. You can have all the potteries, all the beers. And I think that'll be it. And a little bit of grain. We'll get those trades in, and then we'll have some more weapons made. I almost called them tools again. Weapons made. And then we can move on to hopefully getting these researches done. You're still working on that. Speaking of, why don't we do... This, no, that's good. And then, what about if I do this one with the thingy, and then this one with the thingy, and then this one with the thingy, and then this one with the thingy. But this one and that one in the middle are the flat, smooth walls. I like that idea. We're going to have 130 workers in there doing research, plus 80... No, wait, 130? Oh, maybe they're tied to all workers in temple administration, not just that building. Okay, so we have 4 and 9, that's 13. 130 workers makes sense. That'll get us a lot more research a lot faster. 130 scribes, 1170 daily science, and then eventually we'll upgrade to this once we get it unlocked at 5,000 citizens, which we're nearly there, but food could be a problem. So we're gonna have to watch that, maybe build some more farming, and take care of that before it gets to be too late. I'm not sure how I want to handle if I want to do any farming over here. How I handle making sure the grain gets across the bridge. Potentially we could put a granary in down here and have a transporter cart that is taking from here somehow up to there. But how do you have to accept it and then empty it to push it over? How does that work? We should probably experiment with that in the next or a very soon episode as well. So I think we will. But for now, we can leave this here. And in that next episode, we will take a look at more of this stuff and see what we can get done. In the meantime, I may let some of the research run. We just finished the Egypt cedar log trade route. I may let some of these run just to get to Indus Valley unlocked so we can move on to the next level if I get time. Otherwise, we'll finish that up in the next episode as well. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.